I'm not sure if Plowboy Max is signed. I feel like, I don't know. It's hard to gauge. And I don't even know if he needs to sign, but it would definitely be a fuck ton of money if a label did sign Plowboy Max. Like, I know that he probably makes somewhere around at least, I don't, maybe not even at least, but somewhere around like $1 million a month. If not, it's got to be at least 500K. I could say that at the very least. If he has like 30,000 subs, 30K times 2.5 per sub is what? 60 plus 70, that's 75K right there. Plus all the YouTube revenue, plus rappers, labels pay him to get on their stream. Like, he's banking, okay? So a label to pay him to own the masters or distribute his music, they got to pay him M's on M's on M's. Like, think about what they're paying like rappers who aren't even that big, like Osama Sun or Net Spend, right? And Plowboy Max is so much bigger than any of them. And so you'd have to give him like, I don't know, at least like 3 to 5 to make it even worth his time, because he already makes so much money that why not just continue to drop music independently? So the reason I bring this up is because Adin Ross, Adin Plowboy Max, Adin was trying to sign him, getting his those hands all over Plowboy Max, knowing that Max has been killing it in music and been making hella money. So Adin's like, yo, I'll fund it for you. We'll make money together. And again, I don't even know if a label or Adin could even help Max unless they give him an ungodly amount of money. Because if Max is making upwards of 500K plus a month, and I don't know how much he's making, like, what money does he, even if he spends $100,000 a month on marketing his albums and his music, which he doesn't need because he already is the marketing. Just by him streaming, he's marketing. What can Adin help him do? What can a label help him do other than give him like an absurd amount of money? You know what I mean? But anyway, Adin Ross was speechless after Plowboy Max declined his offer to fund his and sign his 5-star music label.
Max, I wanna pick your brain, bro. I wanna pitch you an offer you cannot refuse.
Yeah.
I wanna, you know what I mean? I wanna help you out.
You hear that? Pitch you an offer you cannot refuse. That's gonna be 10, 20 mil, bruh.
Like, fuck going to a record label for 5-star. I'll fund it, and you could be like your own self-owned industry. I fucking love that shit. Like, you need to be your own music label. Like, I'll fund everything. I got the money. Let me do it. You know what I mean? Like, let me.
Do not let Kanye see this clip, because he's gonna be like, you know what he's gonna say, and I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get banned, but you know what he's gonna say. And yeah, somebody in the chat just said it. But yeah, Dom, I don't even know what the benefit would be. Maybe like, bro, if labels are paying Max to for their artists to get on his stream, they're using him to market their artists. I seriously don't know what a label could give Max other than like collecting his royalties properly, because when you're independent, it's hard to collect all of your different types of royalties, international and publishing and whatever. Like, maybe do that for him, but like, he doesn't need to take the advance money and let y'all profit off of him. Like, that's why I think Max is just like, fuck out of here, bro.
Let me help you, bro. Let me be your Live Nation.
I think I just witnessed like the power.
Hey, let me be.
You don't understand it, Max.
Let me do.
Too much power. That was like, let me. Sit up.
Let me put money in your pocket, Max.
You hear the rasp in his voice too? Let me put money in your pocket, Max. He sounds like the fucking slug from Monsters, Inc.
Trust me. Trust me, dude.
That's what the labels say, boy.
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate the offer, though.
The 1080 deals are dead.
Yeah, this nigga. I already know what this nigga trying to do. Yeah, fuck out of here, nigga.
Max, I wanna
No. Only reason Max would sign is if he's a diddle. What is a diddle? You would have powerful people and connections. Is that like as in like he's like a Diddy? If he turns into Diddy? But the thing is, Max already is in all the right rooms. Like, he already knows all the biggest rappers. I'm sure like Drake will start fucking with Plowboy Max at some point, if not already. I think there's probably something with Drake co-signing him. Look, let me see. Drake confirms IGDMs that Plowboy Max actually paid him for the shout out on Adin Ross's stream. I don't know if that's true. That dude paid me 300 racks for a shout out. Max definitely didn't pay Drake 300K for a shout out, if that's what he's trying to say. That would just be stupid. Like, how does that bring Max any more attention? I truthfully think Max, like, influence-wise, culture-wise, is more influential and bigger than Adin Ross at this point. I know Adin Ross has like the name, and he was the first streamer to really bring it attention, like the whole streaming game. And I know there were streamers before that, like Ninja, who played Fortnite with Travis Scott and whatever. But like for just chatting and like for streamers to be like the new rappers, essentially, as in like influence wise, I think Aiden's time is kind of over. Like, he's an OG and everyone respects him for that. So no one's taking that away from him. But I think Max is like the new guy. Like, I don't really watch streamers other than Kai Cenat a little bit, maybe a little bit of Adin Ross, but mostly it's Plowboy Max. So maybe some Silky. I like Your Rage a lot, but Plowboy Max is like the go-to one. I feel like you said streamers are not the new rappers; they fall off faster than new artists. What are you talking? Like, who? Speed is literally like an international icon at this point. He's in Foot Locker commercials, or like I saw him on TV the other day. I don't see any rappers doing that. Streamers are bigger than rappers nowadays. But as I was saying, I think Plowboy Max is bigger than Adin. I don't know what Adin could really do. Adin just happens to have sold out a little bit and done the gambling sponsorship. And so he has a ton of money from stake. And so now he wants a part of Max's career. But I feel like at the point that Max is at, with how much money he's making, like, what is a couple million gonna do when you already make millions a year? You know what I mean? Streamers are the new SoundCloud rappers. I mean, that's what I just said, is it not? Kendrick Lamar has done more for the culture than any streamer could do in their lifetime. All right. As I said, streamers are the new, emphasize, new rappers. Kendrick Lamar literally has been rapping since like the early 2010s. So he does not apply. Not once did I say they're bigger than Kendrick Lamar. But if you look at like the numbers, Speed gets way more streams or views on his videos and clips and everything than 99% of rappers. And I get that he's the biggest streamer, but still, streaming used to be like a niche thing. Now the streamers are bigger than the rappers. As we just talked about with Max. These rappers that are going on Max's stream are smaller than him. They are going on his platform for a reason, because it benefits them. The labels are paying him because he is bigger than those rappers. Okay? So yes, the streamers are bigger than the rappers. I don't care what y'all said. Yes, they are. Okay, here's another example. Rappers. Do you understand that their Instagram following and like their relevance online is merely paid for by the labels? I know this as someone on the back end, okay? The streamers, yes, there is paid promo in there, and I can attest to that as well. We won't get into that though. But these streamers organically are getting way more views on social media than any of these rappers because they actually have personality. So if you want to compare Kendrick Lamar and Drake, sure, but like that's a totally different era of celebrity. Like name a rapper who blew up at the same time as like any of these streamers. Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat blew up at the same time as Yeet. I would arguably say Kai Cenat is bigger than Yeet. As a brand. Doesn't make them bigger. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I just said Yeet. Kai Cenat is bigger than Yeet. He is more well known than Yeet. He literally showed up in New York and caused a riot and had to go to jail for it. And they could go live on their Twitch and get more viewers than all these rappers. Like these rappers, they really are only relevant, most of them, for when they are rolling out their album, and that's paid for by by the labels promo. Only 20 streamers average that much. Only 20 rappers average like millions of plays, bro. Organically. I'm talking about organically. There are more relevant rappers than streamers. Sure. That wasn't the point. I was saying that streamers are bigger than rappers. The biggest streamers are bigger than the biggest rappers. But the thing is, most rappers who even get like, let's say millions of streams, most of them could not even have more than 100 people live. Whereas streamers, there are way more that can hold that many live than most rappers. And yeah, there are a bunch of Spanish and German streamers too, across the world. Twitch did not brain rot me. Can streamers go on tour and sell stadiums? Okay. That being said, there's only like 10 of them that can do that. There's like 10. And again, the ones that are bigger is because they've been around since before streaming got popular. We're talking Uzi, Cardi, whatever. You can't apply that because streamers is such a new thing. Adin Ross blew up streaming in like 2021. 2021. I'm not in an echo chamber. You're just fucking retarded. I'm sorry. Name 10. Dude, you're fucking going past the point. You are literally going past the point. Name 10 streamers who can go on a world tour. There is no rapper past 2021, as I just said, that can go on a world tour. No, there's not. There's not. There are not. There's none. Hop in the Discord, bruh. Hop in the Discord. Let's fucking talk about it. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you when you're doing text and it doesn't make sense. I'll drag you in. I'm gonna rest my case here. So, who are the most relevant artists right now? And I'm not talking about the last decade. I'm talking like, let's see. Highest first week sales rappers, whatever. That's my tweet. Okay. So Travis Scott, last decade, doesn't count. Drake, last decade, doesn't count. Playboi Carti, last decade, doesn't count. Pre-streaming era. Kendrick Lamar, pre-streaming era. Tyler the Creator, pre-streaming era. J. Cole, pre-streaming era. Future, pre-streaming era. Bro, all of the artists that are like bigger than the streamers have been here. They're like not even rappers. They're like celebrities. So streamers, I'm saying, are like the new rappers. All of the new rappers post 2021, there's nobody who's bigger. Like what? Central C? Central C? Kai Cenat is bigger than Central C. Right? Who else like blew up in the last couple years? Yeet? Okay. Speed is bigger than him. Who else is there? Kanye was last era too. JID, like, he's not that big though. Kai Cenat is bigger than JID. You cannot find me a rapper in the past 2021 that is bigger than Kai Cenat. Osama Sun ain't even bigger than Bruce. Drop him off. Netspend is not even bigger than Plowboy Max. Central C is not bigger than Kai Cenat. Ice Spice. Ice Spice is huge. I'll give you all that. But not because of her music, though. Find me a streamer besides Speed being known across the world like that, though. But like, that most of these newer rappers are not known across the world like that. There are plenty of streamers in other countries that are way bigger. Like if you go in Latin America, those ones are actually bigger than Kai Cenat. Like they get like 1 million live or 100K live. Like it's easy.